Steven, and if you're looking at this video, you're probably having a problem with your air conditioner in your Chevy truck. My problem was I could turn the fan on. I had speed number 1, and it would increase on 2 and 3 and 4, but the air coming out of the vents themselves would not increase. So I know that's plugged cabin filter or coil on the AC coil. So this is a 2003 Chevrolet. There's a lot of years wrong with that where they don't put the cabin filter in. So if they get dirty, you got to figure out how to get in and clean them up. And I couldn't see any other videos on that, so I decided to make one showing you what I had done. So like I said, I've already done it, but I'll take you through the steps and what you can, the tools you'll need. So here, like I said, this is a 2003 Chevy. Now, the first thing you got like a few bolts in the bottom of your this piece that comes off underneath the dash. So you get that out of the way, and then the next thing you'll do, and you don't have to take out the air conditioner. I took the fan out, but it's very helpful to take out this resistor here. So I'll get that real quick. I just had one bolt in it, so it would come out easy. So you take out your resistor. The reason for taking that out, one, is to get it out of the way, but this hole right here where the resistor goes is going to come in handy here after a bit. So then your fan, you take it out, they just turn, and well, they turn and they come out. That's simple. Anyway, that was fighting me. So, all right, now we're in here. The thing we'll need, where our coil is right here, behind this right here. And the problem with this is there's just a little passage through here, so you can't hardly get to anything through the fan like you could in the older ones. And then what I've done with this one is to make access. It works really well. I get on down here if you can. I took and I cut right on this line here. It took a few cuts, a few times to get through with the utility knife there. And I came over to right on this groove, and you want to stay on the outside like here, because if you get on the
1 hour later,
if you get on the other side of this, that's where your coil is, you'll get into it. So you got to stay right there. Come on down, and then I cut right across here. So then I'm able to fold this back, and if you'll look up inside there, can you show that in there? Look in there, you can see the coils. Your coil's right here, and it goes all the way back. It's a anyway, you could cut this off and you wouldn't have to fight with it all the time, but I did. I chose to hold it up and work with it like that. This here on the floor, my floor mat had some dirt already, but this is almost all out of there, almost like 90%, including that dime right there. And so anyway, once you get that open, you take the brush like this. This is so you can see it's a dryer lint brush. It comes from Walmart. And this thing was really caked. Maybe I'll get a picture of what it looked like before. Right now it's after, so you can see it. But you take it, you can just stick this in there, and it goes all the way back in there. And you brush up and back and all around in there. Just clean it all up. I mean, it took a while. And as you drag, it works pretty well. As you're dragging this brush out, it drags a whole bunch of stuff out. That's how I ended up with all that on the floor like that. And so the next thing I did after that, I mean, I got it cleaned up looking really good, and that's probably going to be, that could be good enough for people somewhat. I mean, it was mostly just dust. So I wanted to wash it out with a little bit of something, and I didn't want something like your garden hose. Something puts in too much water at one time. You got electronic components over here, which it shouldn't get to. It should be able to, as long as you don't put too much in there at a time, it should run out and go out the drain and run right out on the ground. And I went and bought this sprayer here from Walmart, 1 gallon sprayer, and I just ran 1 gallon of water in there. I didn't put any soap in or anything because I don't think it's really necessary. This is all just dust, and I scraped off the main part anyway. So I was able to pump the sprayer up. Excuse me, let me get on the other side. You can kind of tell. Pump the sprayer up, and then I could get in there over here and spray, spray in this way and up and down. It goes way on back in there. Also, this what I was talking about before, this one access hole where we took that resistor out, you can get in here and you can spray quite a bit around in the center. And so basically I did that till I ran through a gallon of water, and I decided to call that good. So you can see right now, I don't know if that's got any light that you can put in there, but you can see that coil's pretty clean right now. It's not 100% perfect, but oh, the other thing I did, I almost forgot. I had a little vacuum, the shop vac, and I had this attachment here, which because there was a lot of dirt laying on the bottom still, and especially at the back because that brush couldn't quite get it and drag it out, I was able to take mine, and because there's enough flexibility with this and that, I could push this on back in there and go all the way back. As you can see, I go back all the way back and get the back of that. So, and with the vacuum on, of course. But anyway, I did that before I rinsed it. So, and that is all the tools that you'll need. And then now, the reason I didn't cut this off, because I actually thought that this little hole here looked like something screwed into it. So I was trying to save that tab. But anyway, it's still on here. So now I will take some silicone and caulk around this a little bit around there, and then I mean, you could make you something that would hold it there. Like I said, you need to really stay away from this area here because you don't want to puncture that coil, or you got problems. You're taking your dash out. So this is tape. It's just metal tape. It's a steel tape. Sticks real good. It's for furnaces and ductwork. You can take the heat and stuff like that. So you could get away with just taping this on there. You know, just put it on there and you peel the one side off, and you know, you can wrap it around. I don't know what like I said, this will seal up good because cutting it with the utility knife, we didn't really lose any material. So, you know, you can probably, I'll try taping it in silicone, and if not, I'll just put like a little tab or something and a screw underneath, and that's it.